That's a creepy one. I liked it though. I don't. I like creepy stuff like that. In fact, if I could live in a world that looked like that, I would. So, in fact, my dreams are a lot like that. It gives me a weird feeling, but I like how it feels. Isn't it weird? Yeah. I've actually had a dream like that. And it's just, I can't even fucking describe how I feel. Safe, happy, content, free. And that doesn't even fucking touch it. So, Gary, hi, Ingrid. It's going to sound weird for a second, but I got to get the link. There we go. Now I'm done. I just need to grab the link for somebody. Okay, that's not where it was. Sorry. It was here. There we go. Okay. Thank you for being patient. Appreciate that. I usually don't start getting I usually don't get started till the 3 minute mark anyway. Um I will let you know this is not about me putting down other addictions. It really isn't. But the addiction to alcohol is different, and now everything is kind of circumstantial too. So I mean, I'm covering this. This is a pretty wide net. Hey, Chris, now you're in a meeting. Now you're in a meeting. Kinda, kinda. All right. Good to see you, brother. You know, there's too many fucking ways out there to get sober. There's too many ways. There's too many options. You cannot give all these options. And you know, when it comes to an alcoholic anyway, um, this person that's coming in doesn't know their head from their fucking ass as it is. Okay. I went to an in-person meeting. It didn't feel any different than a Zoom one this time. So, nah, I had down to Bill's Brown Baggers, Chris. I hadn't been there in a while. So nobody there I really knew. So, you know. So, all right. This is how I'm gonna start. And you know, these are harder topics. These are things that people just don't like to talk about, or maybe they don't know the difference. Now, I will say, is recovery the same? I want it to be. I want it to be, but no. Mm-mm. The OA program. I'm utilizing OA because, well, wait a minute, I can't even say that. Sorry, because because I know OA a little bit better than I do any other programs, and that's true. All right, OA is a little different. Okay, and it needs to be because it's for them. Is it not? All right. AA's for alcoholics. NA's for people with drug problems. Cocaine Anonymous, that's pretty specific. Overeaters Anonymous, Gambling's Anonymous, Sex Anonymous. There's Cigarette Anonymous. There's anonymous for every kind of addiction out there. Okay, because life can get rough and it doesn't matter who you are, you're looking for an outlet. You're trying to look better. You're trying to feel better. Okay. And that's normal for everyone. Now take that and times it by 100, and now you have an alcoholic. See, alcoholics are born with this disease. We're literally made up differently in the cabeza, in the head. Okay? Now, some of us that maybe have addictive personalities may have grown up in homes that weren't very nurturing or even any nature, you know. I tell you now, there are some people out there that should just never had kids, you know. Um, some of us, my father was pretty rough, man. He was, I think he did the best that he could, but he learned from his dad, who was just a man. My grandfather was tough. He was a tough motherfucker. He's a tough motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, I grew up working with his hands, and you don't mess with those people that used to grow their own food, man. You don't fuck with them. They know secrets of this life that you don't know. Did I say welcome to Daily Trudge? I say that. If not, welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. Nobody cares. If you're here, please say hello. I think I did all this. I never remember. I never remember. What does this mean? Well, you know, we alcoholics have had pretty much everything taken from us without our choice. So when we go into a meeting and we find where we belong, we become selfish about it. And we have every fucking right to. Okay? Society has deemed us, society calls us all sorts of frickin' names. All sorts of names. Right? So before I even took a drink, I was already paying the price for my alcoholism, even though I wasn't drinking. Okay? Couldn't hold a relationship. Couldn't hold a relationship. Even before I was, drinking and all that. Yeah. And that's why it makes it a little different. See, in AA, abstinence is key. Okay? It'd be like going to Heirs Anonymous. You need air, water anonymous. You need it to survive. So it's got to be a little different. They say things a little differently. Okay. Whereas alcoholics deal with absolutes, we have to. In OA, not so much. They can't. Okay. And that is geared to them, as it should be. As it should be. One overeater helping another overeater. I will put money on it that that's the best way to go. I'd put money on it. I'm not going to understand. I'm not going to understand some of the things that people with overeating problems go through. I don't even like eating. My stomach right now is like, I need to eat. And my brain's like, I don't care. Right? Nothing ever sounds good to me. Mm-hmm. So that's different. Mm. See, in a sense, we alcoholics are lucky, right? In the fact that abstinence, we can do that. We don't need alcohol to survive. We don't need it. Okay. And there's a reason for all of this. There's a reason for all of it. Recovery is not the same, man. It's not. Quit cookie cuttering this stuff. Now, you know what's great about AA? You know what we don't mind in AA? You know what we really don't mind? If you use this as a launch pad to find where you need to go. Absolutely. That's why we have open meet. That's why Alcoholics Anonymous is the first and foremost, the front of. We are the line. Okay. And even then, we stole it from someone else. So what? Then steal it from us. Alcoholics Anonymous is all about take it. We don't. What are you gonna do? Not give us money? Great, we're broke. We don't care. See how it just doesn't. It doesn't affect. So when people run around and they say, "Well, AA didn't work for me," you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. AA did not work for you. I agree with you. I don't know what else to tell you. The program works if you work it, and it doesn't matter what addiction it is. That's where we're all the same. Okay, that's where we can come together. Now, what's the one thing? There's one thing that ties every single one of us. God. It's God. It's the higher power. That's where recovery becomes the same. That's where. Oh, I remember, Gary, because I took you to my meetings. They got mad. Remember the 10 o'clock meeting? They got all mad. And I went to him and I said, "This is an open meeting, man. Shut your damn mouth." Hi, Amber. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. I know, and it's funny because the title makes it sound like, "Oh, and fuck all other no." Man. Time and place, when and how, man. These are the things that matter. These are the things that fucking matter. Right? It's like I drew a blank. I drew a blank. Wow. You do that. Go meet with your sponsee. Dion drew a blank. So the main thing is that we're born with it. And we do go through things that other people do not. But at the same time, we don't want to leave anybody out either. Because we have what's called the responsibility statement. And the responsibility statement says, you know, absolutely, Gary, yeah. The responsibility statements, you know, I am responsible when anyone anywhere reaches out for help. I want the hand of AA to be there. Why? Because we are sure our way of life will work for anyone. How do we know that? Because we stole it from people that didn't have alcoholism. Right? So this is what I kind of think it is with a lot of people, is that hole in your stomach. Yeah. Still pops up every now and again too, out of nowhere. It'll feel like that other shoe is getting ready to drop. What's another thing that connects us all? Well, you lost yourself. You lost you. You sold your soul. That's what, if we're, and that, just use that as a phrase, okay? You sold your soul, man. Every person that gets into a 12-step room is spiritually bankrupt. And that's what the problem is. Alcohol is not my problem. What the problem was, I had a spiritual malady. Yeah. And once I decided to sit down and work on that spiritual malady, things started to change. That's what things changed for me. Right? So why is my, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because there's a lot of meetings out there now, and you'll hear them. They'll be, and what they do is they invite everyone, but it is not what you think it is. If you want that, go to church. Find you a church that suits your style. You know, there are churches out there that are run by bikers and shit. Sure, there are. You just gotta look, man. You gotta look. Okay? Now the great thing and why we get to invite everybody into AA and then find their program. See, that's the big difference. An all recovery meeting usually means that there's a professional in there that's looking for clients. That's usually what that means. Why else would they hold it? Why else would they hold it? I don't I don't I don't have all the fucking answers. I don't want all the answers. That's perfection. And if I'm perfect, I'm out of here and I'm not done yet. I still got shit to do, man. I have things to do. Like eat lunch. The quote, I'm gonna read a quote. I'm gonna wrap up. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. I've been talking with a friend, and you'd probably be surprised that I talk with this person. They kind of do this stuff, but they do it right. They have a service heart. I know this person. I know they're doing the right thing, right? And we're discussing certain things. Like she had put somebody up. She promoted one of the bullies from my state in another state. And I said, don't you dare, don't do that. Don't do that. Right? I don't need you promoting them, getting them more money so that they can come back to my state and I have more shit to deal with. No. Mm-mm. Right? See, it's hard for anybody to come to me and say that I'm doing things wrong when I'm not taking money or doing this or doing a lot of things that other people are doing. Okay. There are some things I don't believe in. Okay. Safe consumption sites. No, I don't believe in them. I don't agree. That is codependency. That's codependency. Now, if we put together something like that and it was run by people by nothing and by people in recovery, and the deal was that, maybe you'll hit some meetings or at least give something a try, then I'm gonna be for it. I'm gonna be for it. But if we're just gonna sit around and watch people kill themselves so they can be safe, so they can do drugs and be safe, it's gonna be a while before that person gets sober because you're protecting them. See, life needs to get a little bit harder. It's going to have to get a little bit rougher for this person to make a change. Okay? And that's what we call our bottoms, man, the gift of desperation. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. I love you. Peace out. And have a day. Bye bye.